Are progression series not scratching that itch for jank? Is a tier 0 TCG meta getting you down? Well, when the TCG gets tired and limited gets too limited, it's time for Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh!, a constructed series where 4 creative duelists build cool brews in a strange format. Here's how it works. Each episode, we spin a wheel containing every core set and most side sets from Yu-Gi-Oh's history. The set the wheel chooses becomes the centerpiece of the format, granting each player 3 copies of every card printed in it. From there, the format expands like a wave, offering 2 of every card from the adjacent 2 core sets and 1 of each from the 2 sets beyond those. In addition, cards from all the promos and side sets in between are allowed at 1, and all structures and starters from the time are allowed at 2. The results? A format like no other. A meta where the power of constructed meets the spirit of jank. With those cards in their arsenals, the contestants will build the coolest decks they can think of and duke it out in a best of 1 bracket. Players won't just be fighting for the win though, but also for the hearts of chat, competing to be elected the People's Duelist at the end of every episode. What wild adventures lie ahead? We'll just have to watch to find out. Alright, kings, queens, and monarchs of every element, I am the one, the only, the RJB0, also known as RJ, the Jank Monarch, and we are back for more Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh! Last week, the decks were so cool! Even if I got totally destroyed again, I can't be mad about the decks in this series. I can't be mad about losing. This has been so cool. This week, our wheel is a little bit slimmer. We've now spun a Vrains pack and a Zexal pack, which means we can't spin either of the 2 series that have the most side sets in them. So we've got a bunch of variety on here, and not only am I hoping to take the crown home today, but also I'm hoping for a core set. Let's see what we can get. Here we go. There goes that wheel, and Light of Destruction. Oh, this one's gonna be cool. Oh, there's so many cool things in Light of Destruction. Phantom Darkness, the Duelist Genesis, but I'm gonna save all of that for the reaction. I cannot wait to build for this set. Well, as I suppose should be expected at this point, this is going to be an absolutely nuts episode. Light of Destruction being at 3, unsurprisingly, means all the Lightsworns are at 3, but it also introduces 2 of the Phantom Darkness, the set that introduced Dark Arm Dragon and all the Dark Counterparts, and a lot of other good dark cards, as well as Duelist Genesis, the set that introduced Synchro Monsters with a bang. I think that there's a dark counterpart to the Lightsworn Onslaught that we're going to be expecting, alongside some interesting anti-meta picks. I'm really excited to see what folks build with this. Let's take a look at some of the sets that I think are going to be particularly influential. Of course, we start off with Light of Destruction, which includes all of the Lightsworns. It does also include the Battery Men, including Short Circuit and Quick Charger, as well as their double Call of the Haunted. It's an extremely strong set of cards that may be good enough to compete with the Lightsworns. Of course, 3 of every copy of each of the Lightsworns, which means that we're probably going to have Lightsworns at a stronger version than existed in Edison, because we also have Charge of the Light Brigade at 2 in the Duelist Genesis. Phantom Darkness, of course, gives us Dark Greffer, as well as the Yubels, which may be an interesting one. We do have 3 copies of Limit Reverse, which is a card that's really good with Yubel, although that doesn't really give you a win condition to work with. Cyber Valley is, of course, very strong. All of the Dark Counterparts are ridiculous, particularly the 2 copies of Dark Armed Dragon we should be looking out for. Double Armageddon Knight is also very strong. Gigaplant and Lonefire Blossom are both at 2, and because we have Crossroads of Chaos, we also have Titanial. That's a thing to potentially look out for. We also get 2 copies of Goblin Zombie, which goes really well with the structure deck Zombie World that we're going to be working with. Let's take a look at that one as well. Zombie World includes some really powerful cards like Spirit Reaper, like Zombie Master, zombie world itself is pretty good. Double Book of Life is going to be a fun thing to work with, as well as double Pot of Avarice. Creature Swap is also a card I could see us using depending on the situation. I know that Keegan in particular isn't a particularly big fan of that one. The Phantom Darkness also works really well with the Dark Emperor structure deck. We get 2 Caius, we get double Dimensional Alchemist, we've got double Exiled Force. Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer is going to be really good for dealing with the Lightsworn matchup, as is DD Warrior Lady. We've got a very strong anti-meta to work with, as well as DD Assailant and Banisher of the Radiance. Double Nobleman of Crossout will be very good for dealing with the Rykos. Return from the Different Dimension is also absolutely insane and is a blowout card the Lightsworns don't really have access to, which I think is a really interesting consideration for this set. We also have double Brain Control, which is just utter absurdity in this set. Taking a look at the Duelist Genesis, we of course have Quillbolt Hedgehog and a bunch of other synchro support. Dark Resonator is very strong. Krebens is in here, which also means we have double Emergency Teleport, which is really good, as anybody who remembers Teledad format can tell you. We basically have the makings of a decent Teledad deck, including, I think, Crush Card Virus, if we want to really make the day unfun. Look at this synchro suite that we have all at 2 as well. We get the first 5D starter deck, which I don't think makes that big of a difference other than maybe Smashing Ground and Sakuretsu armor, and Colossal Fighter could be fairly good. I think Junk Synchron also potentially has a place. We do get 2 Mystic Tomato, which again is very good for the dark strategies we could be going for. And then finally, the sets I think we really need to be looking out for at 1 are Gold Series 2008, which includes Cyber Dragon, Swords of Revealing Light, Heavy Storm, Rhoda, Mirror Force, and Torrential, as well as Jinzo and Breaker. And then Retro Pack 1, which has some absolutely absurd DM staples, Monster Reborn, Swords of Revealing Light, Raigeki. Those are all in this set, and I think may make a big difference here. I'm really excited to see what we can build out of it. It's going to be absolutely nuts no matter what it is, but I'm thinking I'm going to go for a zombie strategy. Of course I will. It's me. Let's see what everybody else has to say.
Hello everyone, the time has come to be a bit of a react, Andy. That is right, it's time to check out the set. Check out this sick fucking Black Rose fan art I have as a background in Chrome. I have not yet looked at what the set is. I'm gonna click now on the image RJ sent in Discord, and we are gonna see what we got. Light of Destruction. Oh, Light of Destruction is the set. Well, that's really interesting. I can tell you that has every Lightsworn in it, and Honest, so that's fucking crazy. That's very crazy. Phantom Darkness, obviously also nuts. We literally just have Teledad as a viable strategy with Phantom Darkness Duelist Genesis legal. We also have Caius, we have zombie stuff. Jesus, we're literally just playing Lightsworn Teledad format. Oh boy.
We just keep running into these high-powered sets, huh? Light of Destruction represents the end of GX Yu-Gi-Oh! Right as we're going into early 5Ds, which is going to be weird, because we're going to have some of the really powerful cards that start that era out with, like Emergency Teleport, Stardust Dragon, Thought Archfiend, all that stuff. But we're also going to have the end of GX stuff like Phantom Darkness, which means a bunch of Teledad nonsense. There's no Malicious, as far as I've been made aware of, but as long as you can field other big level monsters, that doesn't super matter in our kind of limited-ish format. There's also the issue that Gladiator's Assault is on the very edge of our wave here, so everything in the initial wave is limited, and if you know anything about me, it's that I love Gladiators, so it's disheartening to see them just out of reach. I don't know. I'm worried because I had to deal with like the oppressive power of Dark Arm Dragon wiping an entire field, or Judgment Dragon wiping an entire field. So let's see if in the bounds of this format, either of those decks will have the same kind of bite. I'll see you on the deck profile.
This week's card list for Wave Motion. Week 3, and it's another banger. Light of Destruction at 3. I can only imagine everyone but me is going to be bringing some type of Lightsworn deck. And yes, while I could try hard and bring a Lightsworn deck, I'm looking at the Phantom Darkness and the Duelist Genesis and thinking to myself, man, I bet I could put together a pretty cool teleport zombies deck. That's what I'm thinking. That's my first idea. We got 2 copies of the zombie world structure. We got Crossroads of Chaos, so I've got Plague Spreader Zombie. I've got 2 Goyo Guardians in the Duelist Genesis. I could definitely make something work here. Maybe a little bit of a Lightsworn engine, but probably not. We also get, I believe, in the structure deck Zombie World, 2 copies of Card of Safe Return, so that's pretty base. Definitely going to be looking at that, I think nothing else really appeals to me. See you guys in the games.
Was there really ever any question about what I was going to run tonight? I saw so many possibilities. There's a dark counterpart deck I kind of want to try out somewhere in there, but I decided I was nowhere near smart enough to put together that deck. What I decided to put together was zombies. I love zombies. It's my favorite deck from the Synchro era because it's got so many cool different things that you can do, and in this episode, it's got a lot of really cool tools. It probably doesn't have the best matchup against Lightsworns, but I've shored up those weaknesses in a couple of ways that I'm excited to show you now. Let's get into the card by card. First of all, 1 Zombie Master. Zombie Master is just a great card. I don't want to see 2 of it because normal summons are a little bit cloggy in this deck. However, if I just see 1 of it, even if it gets banished, we have a lot of tools to work with. This card is very good, and even good against other players who are going to be running Plague Spreader Zombie. 1 Mizuki, because that's how many we get. Double Goblin Zombie, because that's how many we get. Double Pyramid Turtle, because that's how many we get. These are both of our searchers. The Pyramid Turtle summons from deck. Goblin Zombie adds to hand. Pyramid Turtle has to die by battle, though. We've got our 1 Plague Spreader Zombie that we are allowed, and my first piece of spice, Ryukoki. Ryukoki seems like a highly suspect choice, except for the fact that its effect is really good against Lightsworns. One of this deck's major problems is dealing with Honest. There are going to be 3 Honests in this format, and Ryukoki is really good at dealing with Honest because the majority of Lightsworns that our opponent is going to normal summon are going to be warrior or spellcaster monsters, which means that even if our opponent launches an Honest against Ryukoki, it's gonna die anyway because Ryukoki's effect destroys spellcaster and warrior type monsters after the damage step. So I think that this card is extremely strong in this deck, and it's also very easy to summon. Next we have a Spirit Reaper. This also helps us deal with Lightsworns paradoxically because Spirit Reaper is a 3, and 3s help us get into Ally of Justice Cataster. Fun fact, this card was released in a dual terminal preview right around the time that the Duelist Genesis came out. None of the other Hidden Arsenal synchros during that time came out. This card is about a $4,000 card if you can get your hands on a copy of the dual terminal preview version of it, but it's very good against Lightsworns because it destroys them before going to the damage step and allowing Honest to be played, which means that a Zombie 3 to be summonable off of Pyramid Turtle or searchable off of Goblin Zombie is extremely important for dealing with Lightsworns. Sangin has a similar thing, but it's also Sangin. We get 1 Mystic Tomato, so I decided to run that. Double Dark Arm Dragon, the most powerful card in the deck. Double Caius, this also helps us deal with Lightsworns and is really, really good in the mirror match if that comes up. Double Krebuns, this card is just really strong and goes with our double emergency teleport, which will help us make synchros. Double Kaiku, the Ghost Destroyer. This is one of my other really big pieces of spice. This card is good against the mirror match, it's good against Teledad, it's good against dark counterparts, it's even in some ways good against battery men, and it's really, really strong against Lightsworn. So I'm running 2 copies of this card. 1 DD Crow because we're allowed it, and it's good in basically every matchup we could face today. 1 Karibo. Now, is this a meme? Absolutely. This is 100% a meme. But Karibo is good against the one thing this deck struggles against, which is OTKs. There aren't a lot of OTK stoppers in this format available to us, and most of them are in the back row. There's a lot of ways of dealing with back row in this format though, which means that if our opponent gets rid of our back row, we won't have any ways to stop OTKs, which are fairly easy to present in this format. Enter Karibo. If your opponent is going for an OTK, removes all the back row on the field, and puts their entire field on the board, and you hit them with a Karibo, suddenly they have committed everything to the field, and you have the opportunity to crack back, and this deck is supremely phenomenal at breaking boards. So as long as I can get a Sangan into rotation or a Karibo, which is very easy considering the existence of all the consistency spells in here, then I may be able to block OTKs and create a huge crackback against our opponents. Karibo is a meme, but it might also be our best tech. Next, we have our spell cards. Painful Choice is ridiculous and going to destroy this format. Same with Graceful Charity, double Allure of Darkness, double Emergency Teleport, double Brain Control, another great way of dealing with Lightsworn's one giant Trunade, double Book of Life, yet another great way of dealing with Lightsworn's, our one MST, our one Heavy Storm, our one Regeki, one Monster Reborn. You'll notice that I'm not running Card of Safe Return, even though that's available in this format, and zombies are very good at utilizing it. I probably am not going to resolve Card of Safe Return. It's for the most part a do-nothing card, unless you get a really sick combo going with it, and I don't intend to do that. Instead, I am chalking this deck full of gas. Going into our trap cards, we have 2 Return from the Different Dimension, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Trap Dust Shoot, and 1 Crush Card Virus. I really hope that not a single person in this episode resolves Painful Choice, Graceful Charity, or Crush Card, but we'll see. Let's see what everybody else brought today.
Wave Motion Week 3, Keegan here with the deck tech. And of course, there was a little bit of wrench in the plan of me having a fun zombie deck for this week. And the wrench is Retro Pack 1 being accidentally left off of the spoiler list until, of course, recently. Turns out this week's card list is a little bit more powerful than initially anticipated. And the deck that I expected to be a fan favorite, which was Zombies, is now probably going to be just the most powerful deck in the actual set. Yes, we do have access to, we have access to Dimensional Fissure deck, we have access to a few other things, but I think Zombies is going to end up being the most powerful deck this week, thanks to, of course, Crush Card Virus, the Monster Reborn, Graceful Charity, Painful Choice, to combo with your double Card of Safe Return. Absolutely disgusting spell cards. Absolutely disgusting cards. These are cards that should have never been printed, probably never been legal to begin with, but you know what? We're going to get to play with them in this week, so I'm actually really excited. I am still a little bit worried to play against Lightsworn. Hopefully we can dodge that. Painful Choice Lightsworn sounds as obscene as you'd imagine, but hey, if I can dodge Lightsworn and get a nut start, maybe I can put together a really cool OTK. I'm excited to get into things. Still deciding on the 40th card. Might go with some spice. Might have Heavy Storm if I fear the Dimensional Fissure. Who knows? We'll see. See you guys in the matches.
Man, there really just is not enough funny jank in this format. The problem with Light of Destruction is that you have Lightsworns, which are really good, you have Teledad and Zombies, which are really good, and then, if you're really coping, those Gladiator Beasts. And the thing is, even among those 3 actual good decks, Teledad probably also plays Zombies, because due to the lack of Destiny Hero Malicious, you need more access to guys you can just summon. That means you really only have 2 viable strategies between Lightsworn and Zombies, and the jank is stuff like Arcana Force. That's so unbelievably unplayable, it's not even fun to play or watch, so I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna play a good deck. But worry not, I have found a way to make the zombie strategy much worse in a way that I think will be entertaining. So here's the theory. Card of Safe Return is available at 2 in this format, and that's kinda nuts. But the thing is, zombies by themselves aren't that good at abusing it. You have access to a bunch of revives in the form of Plague, Mizuki, Book of Life, Reborn, Call, but even then, that's only about 5 cards, which means you often won't proc Card of Safe Return more than once, and I think we can do way better than that. There are also in this set a bunch of other revival cards that work specifically with normal monsters. Silent Doom, Swing of Memories, Symbols of Duty, Birthright adds 4 additional Reborn cards as long as we're playing vanillas. And as you guys know, I am no stranger to playing vanillas. Let's talk through the deck. Dark Armed Dragon is obvious. Dark Valkyria as a Gemini is treated as a normal on field or engraved. so we can res it with our reborn spells, and sometimes it has an effect. The standard zombie package of 2 Gobzom, 1 Plague, 1 Mizuki, 2 Pyramid Total, 2 Zombie Master, plus 2 Mystic Tomatoes to search is here. I'm also on 1 Spirit Reaper, which I think is quite good this format. Illblood of the Gemini is also a vanilla target, this card is very good. And Master Kianshi is just another vanilla zombie which we can search, so I think it's worth playing. Then I'm on Toon Warrior and Water Spirit as vanilla tuners we can recycle. Then we're on our revival cards, 2 Book of Life, 1 Reborn, 1 Silent Doom, 1 Swing of Memories, and 1 Symbols of Duty, alongside the 2 Safe Return. Then we have a bunch of generic spells, Trunade, Graceful, Heavy, Painful Choice, this card is, I've heard it's pretty good, Raigeki, and an Upstart Goblin, because we really do want to find Safe Return. For the traps, we have Birthright and Call of the Haunted for revival, Bottomless, Mirror Force, Solemn, and Torrential for generic good stuff, and 1 return I think is very important to recycle your Mizuki and Plague Spreader, which are important one-ofs to make any plays. The extra decks are just like a bunch of decent synchros, not too much to talk about here, other than that playing zombies gives us access to Hades, which is potentially strong, and Doom Kaiser Dragon, which is absolutely backbreaking in the mirror. So, again, I really wanted to play something funkier than this, but sadly there just isn't really jank available. So the jankiest we are going to get is normal summoning a Dark Valkyria and hopefully reborning it to draw a card. Let's see if that'll pay off.
Well, despite what I said, we're playing Glad Beast. Look, if it's within range, I'm gonna play it. I'm sorry if it makes me predictable, but I love these little gremlins, and I will play them as much as possible. And as it turns out, cards in Gladiator's Assault being limited covers a lot of cards we'd want to be playing at 1 anyway. Arguably Bestiary, you might want to bump up to 2 copies, but it doesn't cripple us to only have the 1. We definitely want to play 1 Murmillo. The only thing I'm sad we don't have more copies of is Test Tiger, because that's a really great way for us to get our monsters off the ground. But we have double Equeste, which pairs very nicely with our double War Chariot. We have double Darius, and all is in here to kind of round out our numbers, and also they're just a big normal summon. Cyber Dragon is here to break open boards, but what I like most of all is all of the non-Glad Beast cards that are in surrounding sets that help make this strategy possible. Reinforcement of the Army not only gets us our 1 Prisma that was released in the Jaden Pack tins as a promo, it also gives us answers like DD Warrior Lady for anything that resists effect destruction, and if it does, we just use Exiled Force instead. It also searches out Rose, Warrior of Revenge, which pairs very nicely with our level 4 Glads to make our level 8 Synchros. And speaking of which, we have the E-Telly from Duelist Genesis, searching out either a Krevens or a Psychic Commander, whichever one fits best to make Goyo Guardian one of the strongest Synchros we can make that not only clears the way for our Glads, but also takes monsters. It's great. Our utility spells include Brain Control to get monsters out of the way, Enemy Controller to turn them sideways so they're easier to punch, Shrink so that they're easier to punch, Book of Eclipse so that they're all easier to punch, and then ridiculous one-ofs that are available out of the Retro Pack, Raigeki, Heavy Storm, and Monster Reborn. How could we not be playing these? I'm pretty sure we're still on the lower end of the power scale, though. Like I said earlier, Lightsworns are in full swing, and while we don't have full Teledad, we have a good amount of all of the dark stuff coming out of Phantom Darkness, so I think we are still kind of the underdog in this scenario, but what better thing to throw into the Gladiator Beast Arena than the underdog? See all you in a bit.
Sometimes people come to me and they're like, hey Sophie, you got something to talk about? And I'll just be like, I mean, listen, the only thing I say is like dick jokes, but like I'll say it.
That's true. Okay, I think that we're good. As long as chat thinks that we're good, I think that we're good. All the levels are looking good. I had to turn up the gain on my mic a bunch because my mic is super quiet and even my preamp doesn't do it. Sarah Smiles says slut stream. Very true. I cannot have any of that. I'm very glad that our reactions and deck profiles take us about an hour to complete each, because otherwise there is no chance that we would make it out of the first minute and a half of the video without like saying something demonetizable.
You know, some people put intros in their videos as like catches to like draw the audience's eye. We're here trying to avoid demonetization by saying, what was it, Sophie? Could you give us a run back on that really quickly? I'm having some brain fog here.
Yeah. So, God, what did they even say? I don't know. I called chat slut, and that was the whole joke. Is that anything?
Excellent stuff.
We're doing great. Okay, our brackets are returning tonight, so it is going to be actually this is a bracket round we have not started with yet. I believe, Sophie, you and I have not started in the first round. Did we start in the first round against each other, episode 1? No.
We did not.
We did not. So I think you and I are in the first round, and then it's Keegan and Nova who are going to be going second.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
All right. Chad, are you ready to go? Are you ready to watch some wave motion duels? Are you ready to watch us resolve some of the stupidest cards in Yu-Gi-Oh history? I have to have the King Scarlet song on standby for us. And chat should also have Invisible on standby, because I think we're going to need both of those tonight. I think we are both going to be hating DM staples, and we are also going to lose to Saki one-ofs.
That's the kind of game state I love being in. I don't want to rely on skill. That's terrible.
Well, you're going to be very excited to watch my deck. Chat says hell yeah. Chat says let's go. Sophie, I'm going to be hosting an unlimited, unrated. I have to think of a password. The one I wanted to do, chat would immediately guess. So
We truly evolved from last time when it took us like 10 minutes to decide who was gonna play first. We're learning.
it helps now that I have like a rotation that I can rely on here. It's just important that nobody shows up with a name like Sluts for Sophie or something like that, and we like start. I have to make a very awkward explanation to YouTube. That should happen. And you know, somebody is free to do that because you will not inflict any consequences on me as a result.
Damn, I gotta sign out of my alt now. Shit, you guys caught me.
Yeah, you know, Sluts for Sophie, sign off in chat. I'm gonna try to do you proud here.
The Lightsworn Simp has a really important question, Sophie, which is, does your deck have an honorary illegal Tri-Brigade card in it this week?
Tragically, it does not, because I actually need my extra deck this time.
Good point. A very good point. Okay. All right. I'm choosing my rock, paper, scissors. Oh, we're already starting off with the battle for the ages. I think that you're going to choose this. I am right. Heck yeah. All right. And I am going to be going first.
Okay, so good game, wonderful game.
Yeah. Best of luck to you, Sophie. I'm sure that I will not draw anything ridiculous in my opening.
No.
And
I mean,
debatable? This is a weird one. This is a really weird one. I actually opened with 0 activity. So we're just gonna set a monster and pass.
Let's go.
All right,
That
all
doesn't
that big
sound right.
talk
Wait.
is
That doesn't sound right. RJ, are you trying to trick us here? Are you trying to play some kind of scheme?
I will admit to nothing. This deck is ridiculously consistent. I didn't know it contained a brick hand. I didn't know it was possible to brick with this deck.
Well, congratulations. You know, you're really a trailblazer.
Doing the impossible.
Yeah. Let's see. You know, the thing, I can do stuff here. But, like, but, you know, given my expert intuitive abilities, guessing what your deck is, that I have not seen on stream already today, I feel like I don't wanna go aggressive.
Fair.
I am literally cheating, but that's just how it's gonna be. I'm actually just gonna basically do the same thing.
What is going on? Okay, we're gonna draw for turn. Oh, this will probably help. I'm just gonna throw out a guess that this is going to help us significantly. Let's go for Graceful Charity.
yeah, just a bit.
This might unbrick my hand. Do you have a response to Graceful Charity?
No, I don't have a response to Graceful Charity.
All right. Draw 1. Draw 2. Draw 3.
Yeah, that's kind of
Ooh.
good.
Those are some good discards. Yeah, I
Don't tell
will
me that. Don't tell
discard
me that.
Pyramid Turtle and Goblin
No.
Zombie off of
Okay, that's
those
not
two.
too bad.
Okay.
That could be worse.
And then, yeah, they're not the best I could have gotten, but they're pretty good. The question is, do I hold onto this card knowing
Deep think moment. The
It is a
AI
deep think
computing.
moment.
The RJ AI.
Thanks, Keegan. So, is this a little bit of a risk for me to activate the card that I want to? And I think we gotta
Yeah.
hold onto it.
You some kind of coward? You some kind of coward baby?
I am exactly one kind of coward, and it is the kind of coward that does not activate this card. I think actually the move here is for me to set and pass.
Awesome.
Come on.
I'm
All
telling
this
you,
talk
this
about
is-
us walking into a record-breaking power format, and all we've done is play face-down cards. Where's the decision here?
My
Where's
deck
the
has
gumption?
once once either of us accomplishes anything, this hand is probably ridiculous, but we're not quite there yet.
True. I guess we might as well just like start trying to play a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? Just a
Okay,
little bit,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Just
I'm with
smidge.
you.
Please save us from this, Sophie.
I want normal summon Mizuki.
Oh boy!
Hey!
All right, yep, there it is.
Alright. Let's get in there. It's time to start battling, start advancing the game state.
You thought we were advancing the game state? Behold!
Ah,
Oh
I
my
see.
goodness.
Alright, you know. Well, I tried.
Okay, draw for turn.
It's
Okay.
crazy- It's crazy that you guys both brought zombies when we had painful choice Lightsworns in the format. But you know what? Hey, I'm here for it. I'm actually
Weird.
excited.
All right.
Whoa, Keegan. I didn't just bring zombies. I brought zombies, but with even more bad cards in it. Thank you
Heck
very
yeah,
much.
I like the sound of that. Let's go for a lure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna draw
Keegan's
one.
sitting here like, yes,
No, true.
my meta pick to put D-Fissure and Macrocosmos is paying off immediately.
Am I the villain? Is that how this is gonna go down? I brought Dark World 1 week, and all of a sudden I'm the villain now. I'm the D-Fissure guy. I see
Villain?
how it is.
Chat.
Phil's other word for it, just, it's more like we down here are jealous of your capabilities.
Chat, do
Oh,
I
I
show
see.
Nova and Keegan now? I think this is the card to banish, but it's so much funnier to sandbag this card for later.
It's like a vanilla card. It's a Dark Blade.
It is actually worse than a vanilla card. Okay. Chat is telling me not to be a coward, but if the chat wants us to advance the game state to any extent, I need this to be the banish. So we are going to banish Karibo off of Allure of Darkness.
You are... Wow. No,
So- So to Nova and Keegan, there is method to my madness, which is there are 0 OTK stoppers in this set that aren't Threatening Roar, Wabaku, and Karibo. If you Cold Wave and your opponent activates Wabaku, you just wait for a turn, right? You don't commit to anything. But if you Cold Wave, your opponent does nothing, you go for the OTK, and you miss lethal because of Karibo, now you've put everything in your hand on the board, and your opponent gets the opportunity to crack back. Also, Karibo is searchable and is a crush card target. So there is
genius.
method to
That's
my
honestly
madness. But it's still a
Genius
terrible
level
card.
right here.
Okay, let's... Ooh. Sure, why not? What are you gonna do, DD Crow me? Let's a normal summon Zombie Master. Do you have a
Oh
response?
my god. It's Zombie Master. No,
It is.
I got nothing.
Okay, we're gonna declare Zombie Master. And we are going to send Pyramid Turtle, and I am going to target Pyramid Turtle.
You know what? You do that. You have a great
Okay.
time with your turtle. I hope it treats you well.
I also hope this for myself. And let's go to battle.
Alright.
I'm gonna attack into Mizuki.
Oh no. My Mizuki's in the graveyard.
Aha! Okay,
What's
so
happened to me?
knowing that you are also playing zombies does not really ingratiate me to the idea of attacking your face down monster.
I mean, it's not anything. You know, it's my Karibo, actually.
So if that's a Sangan. Okay, it could be a goblin zombie, which I definitely want to. Okay, I do think I have to attack just because leaving you with board present under these circumstances is bad.
Pew.
Okay, I'll take the 200. Main phase 2, I'm going to overextend a little bit myself by activating Book of Life,
you a
targeting
son
my
of a
goblin
bitch.
zombie and your Mizuki.
Yeah, that's rough.
All right.
That is rough.
And we're going to put goblin zombie in defense. And I still don't have a tuner in rotation, so it's your go.
Awesome. We're really playing some Yu-Gi-Oh today.
We're playing so much Yu-Gi-Oh right now.
Alright.
Yu-Gi-Oh theme song. Cue the Yu-Gi-Oh theme song. Someone start singing it out loud.
No.
Going fast makes me feel alive.
Yeah, I like how we're using like exactly the wrong theme song. Although there's like a grand total of 2 GX cards on the field and in play in general right now. So I feel like not singing. Yeah. Anyway. How's
Look,
it
you
going,
put a tuner
Sophie?
monster on board, we'll move on to the next
We'll
track.
move on,
But
okay.
until then,
Going. I gotta do some thinking.
Don't like
I don't-
thinking.
I hate
There's your
thinking.
intro clip right there, RJ. Just us singing the theme song. Terrible.
Oh man.
4
Like-
different waveforms collapsing on top of each other.
Sophie,
Bass boosted.
Sophie, I'm going to feed you a play here. What
Yeah.
you want to do
Mhm.
is you want to normal summon Plague Spreader Zombie.
True.
And then you want to synchro into Goyo Guardian. Here's what you're going to do with that Goyo Guardian. You are going to attack over my Pyramid Turtle. And then
Ooh,
activate Goyo
that's
Guardian's
interesting.
effect to summon the Pyramid Turtle to your side of the field.
I kind of like that. You know, that's a pretty good line. But actually, you know, I think we can go one step further, right? And you know, see, obviously this is a trick. Because if I take Pyramid Turtle, it'll float for you. But if I summon Goyo, attack Spirit Reaper, you won't get any value.
That's you
That's
know,
actually the
that's
optimal
actually
play.
genius.
Yeah, you could actually go one step further. Summon Plague Spreader, attack into Pyramid Turtle with the Plague Spreader.
Ooh.
Then you could activate Plague Spreader. Then Plague Spreader's effect will be live. Or after doing so, actually Book of Lifing would be kind of hot right there. But you know, don't listen to me.
Or you can take whatever's in the mystery box.
The mystery box that is just the good plays you have available.
Indeed. Alright, speaking
I
of
have
good
a f-
plays, I have figured out what the good play here is.
Uh-oh.
And the good play is to normal summon the most powerful monster in my deck, Dark Valkyria.
Whoa!
What is this?
Hell yeah! We have achieved maximum
You know-
pogging!
I was kind of joking when I said Dark Blade. But I guess Sophie wasn't.
Yeah. Alright. Is that summon okay?
The summon is perfectly fine.
Damn right it's okay. What the hell are you gonna do into my most powerful monster? I am gonna put Pyramid Turtle into attack position.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna enter the battle phase.
Okay.
And I need to think a little bit about how I want to do this. No, I don't. I think I'm actually gonna crash Turtles.
Okay. That is fine. Turtles will crash. And then I would be doing second because you have player priority, so I'd be chain link too.
That is correct.
Alright, while we're resolving this, I think we need to ask the age-old question.
Mhm.
Pyramid-sized turtle or turtle-sized pyramid?
I think we have to base this on the dunes in the background, right? So I think those are full-size sand dunes. So I think it's actually like a halfway point between a pyramid-sized turtle and a turtle-sized pyramid.
That's what I was gonna say. The exact average between a turtle and a pyramid have come together to form this beautiful beast.
Like, I think that thing's about the size of like a semi truck, right? Or like, imagine if it was like the size of a like VW Bug, right? Would that not be the best creature to ever live?
I would give it head pats. Like, not gonna lie, I would just go up and just start giving a little care and attention.
Okay, so there's an obvious move here, and there's the move I want to do. I'm gonna do the move. Yeah, I'm gonna do the move I want to do. We're gonna summon out Ryukoki.
Yep. That makes sense.
Whoa, it destroys
That's
warriors
wild.
and spellcasters. Dark Varkilian, there's no chance.
It's true.
Yes, Dark Valkyria is both a warrior and a spellcaster. So
That's
it'll get
true,
destroyed
actually.
twice.
That's why it's a Gemini.
True.
That makes sense. That makes sense. It's honestly foolish that we would have thought that it's a binary, either pyramid size or turtle size, when in reality it's
Good
more of a
point.
spectrum.
What are you doing?
You know, that's fair. Some
You
deep
know,
words.
I wouldn't worry about what I'm doing, you know? I think I'm doing some pretty normal stuff. Yeah, okay. I am going to... Man, this is a hard turn. I fucking hate sinking. Why do I have to do this?
Same here, dude. I hate being on boats.
True.
Ugh.
Although I feel like sinking is the thing you're not supposed to be doing while you're on the boat.
Yeah, and if it fails, then we're having a really bad time.
That's true. You've got me
I'm just
there.
I'm gonna go main phase 2 here.
Okay.
I'm gonna conduct a synchro summon.
Okay.
Actually, wait, I can't quite do that in the order I want to. No, actually, I'm not gonna do that. I've lied to you.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is Book of Life, target my pyramid turtle and one of your pyramid turtles.
That is perfectly fine by me. We're gonna summon Ally of Justice Decisive Armor.
That's true. That's true. I am gonna perform a synchro summon of Ally of Justice Doomkaiser Dragon.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. Okay.
Oh,
I dig it.
I'm gonna take this guy.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, I figured it would be. What declare plagues better?
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like how much it looks like you're about to accomplish. And I don't
Yeah, I
like the
mean-
fact that it banishes your plague spreader when you do so. That
You
makes
know.
at least one of my plays somewhat suboptimal.
You know, I'm just making some dudes. We're just summoning some guys. Are we even summoning this guy, actually? Do we even go Goyle? We actually don't go Goyle. I'm lying to you. We actually summon Hades.
Ooh, that's cute. Okay.
Now my plague is banished. Kind of all I can do. I will set one in pass. I
Hades
kind of screwed that turn up.
is a little bit of a problem. Okay. Let's start with an allure. Is that okay?
Yeah, you know, that's fine.
Okay. Draw one,
Fun and
draw
fair.
two.
Fun and
Interesting.
fair.
why banish the second Karibo?
You know.
Real questions.
Now his multiply is dead or whatever.
Is there a way for me to just
Terrible play, terrible
totally
play.
fuck you up this turn?
I mean, probably.
Like,
You've drawn 17
significantly
cards
so?
this turn. Like, there's no way your hand's not Raigeki, Painful Choice, Heavy Storm, right?
Okay, I think we banish Mystic Tomato here.
Mhm.
I gotta think. I definitely don't have a game shot, but I think I have like a really good positional play to be made here. Okay, I really dig that. We are going to go Giant Trunade.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay,
That is a really good one.
so we are going to switch Goblin Zombie to attack. I am going to go battle phase. I'm going to attack Goblin Zombie into Valkyria. And take the 7.
I suppose you will.
And we'll drop that. And we will use Goblin Zombie, and I am going to add Plagues to hand.
Yeah, there it is. That's the boy.
And then I'm going to use Koki to attack over Valkyria.
That's fine.
Okay. Main phase 2. That's pretty good.
RJ, fuck it, full send. Fuck it, full send. Fuck it,
True,
full send.
true.
There is a world where I do that. That is true.
Oh yes, the classic "fuck it, we ball" maneuver. Capital play.
That is exactly me right now.
Indeed.
Yes, yes.
I believe
What
it
could
was
I search
the
off of
ancient
that?
Egyptians who invented that maneuver.
And that is true. It's a little known fact that it is actually the pharaoh Atem who first said the phrase, "Fuck it, we ball."
But
That
that's
was my
that's
favorite
fascinating.
As notified in the historical document Yu-Gi-Oh! The manga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy is that, like, somewhere in the future, like 100 years or so, people might look back on these videos because they're so permanent. You know, it's so easy to see, like, get a glimpse into like how our life was like in the past.
Yeah.
Now, people 100 years in the future are gonna look back on these videos and be like,
Okay.
"Man, he should have just went for it. He should have just went for the fucking we ball play."
True. That's exactly it. Okay. I mean, this seems solid positionally speaking. Let's go for it. So we're going to normal summon ourselves a Plague Spreader zombie.
Yeah. Bring it. Let's go.
We are going to synchro Plague Spreader with Koki for our good friend, the Stardust Dragon.
Any yep cookies in chat? Yep cookies? Anybody?
Koki. Anyway, then shit. Chat, why would you lead me astray like this?
Sorry, chat's giving
What about
coaching.
it?
Coaching?
Whoa, literal coaching? Whoa, this is cheating. Only I'm allowed to coach.
No, this is see the problem here is that I'm just like fucked one way or another with this play if Sophie has the thing she would need to have. I think
I mean, I don't.
actually there isn't a way for me to like banish your shit, right?
Dimensional fissure. Just throwing that one out there. Maybe.
Do I have any
Damn
synchros
fizz
that banish
zombies,
your
let's
shit?
go.
Okay. So this is a little bit awkward because I think what we have to do. Yeah, I think that does it. So we are going to summon our Dark Arm Dragon here. And you might be thinking, why would I be hesitating on this? Gear Cannon, thank you for the follow. The reason is because if I pop your entire field right now, you have Dark Armed main phase 1 next turn. Which
That's
I
so true.
do not
That-
like as a concept.
I'll say that's literally not true.
Oh, that's a fire monster. The hell am I?
You're literally
What am I
lying.
thinking about? Okay, we're gonna banish Ryukoki and we're going to banish Goblin Zombie and we're gonna take out all your shit.
What are you talking about?
It just
Hear
never
from the
occurred
future,
to me
everyone.
that Doomkaiser Dragon was a fire monster. It literally never occurred to me that that might be possible. And then I'm just gonna set a back row, and I think I'm probably okay with that turn.
We're really doing it all in this series. Not reading card texts, not reading the ban list, and now not reading the little colored circle in the
Little
top right.
attributes.
Yeah.
I was
Alright.
just like with Doom Caliber Knight, I was fucked up by the lore. Because zombies in all the lore hate fire, right?
Yeah.
So why would a zombie be
Not this
fire
guy,
type
though.
itself?
Doom
Doesn't
Kaiser's
make any
built
sense.
different.
It's a lot of
And that's all
background.
before they gave him assault mode.
I think it's something to do with him being a dragon.
Yeah, probably. Isn't Doomkaiser a like zombie corruption of the fucking Gemini dragon?
Is it?
Yes, Chthonian.
Chthonian Emperor dragon? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm looking that up right now.
Okay. That's a fuck
It's a-
ton of back row you have right there.
It's like a few,
It's like a lot of
couple.
back row.
It's like a few. Like a normal amount, I'd say.
How many back row is it, RJ?
It is 3 back row.
Oh my god, wait, it is?
It's a lot of.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's a pretty large amount of back row.
I'm insane at this game.
The scientific term for that amount is fuck ton.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what it just occurred to me?
What just occurred to you?
If I were to somehow summon a Doomkaiser dragon, I could Doomkaiser your Doomkaiser and then use your Doomkaiser to Doomkaiser
God,
revive
you
King
can.
Hades.
Because it's special summoned, not
That's an
instinctive
actual
summon.
play.
That's nutty.
But I can't do that because I'm not going to have the monsters on board because Spirit Reaper is there. Spirit Reaper really fucking up my groove
Go,
here.
Spirit Reaper, secret agent.
Okay, we have Stardust on the board. I feel like we go for it. I am going to declare Zombie Master, discarding a Sangan and targeting Plagues. Do you have a response?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Sangan is legal? Sangan
Yeah.
is legal?
Yeah, it's at 1 in
Oh, Sangan
Retro
is
Pack.
legal.
This format is so wild.
It's pretty ridiculous.
I'm definitely not going to add Sangan to my deck real quick. That's definitely not doing that right now.
Yeah, I mean, why would you need to do that?
Okay, what are we going to summon now? We're going to be doing a Synchro summon. Let me tell you, Synchros are going to be summoned. The question is, which Synchros?
That's
I feel like there's a world where I just Doomkaiser your Revived King and then figure it out from there. I feel like that's a pretty good world. I feel like that's not a bad world. There's also like a world where you have 2 Mirror Forces. I don't know why I'm thinking so much about this. I have Dark Arm Dragon on the field. Okay. We are going to go for our own Doomkaiser Dragon. And unfortunately, I do not have the zones for the funny play, so I'll just target your Revived King.
Yeah, I think that forces my hand. I will call up the Haunted, the Revived King.
Okay, that is perfectly fine by me.
Wah!
Okay.
The
It is
Revived
I,
King.
Skeletor.
So
Fear me.
let's declare Dark Armed. I'm
Yeah.
going to banish Sangan. And I'm going to target this back row.
That's fine. I don't even, that card's not even good. I don't want it.
Clearly not. And we're going to declare Dark Armed, and we are going to banish Zombie Master, and we're going to target your second back row.
How could you do this to me? How could you defeat the most powerful card in my deck?
Oh my god! Well, okay, chat, I need you to understand. There goes my water bottle. I need you to understand, we talked about this. We made jokes about running a Dark Blade deck because Birthright is at 2. And Sophie is actually out here playing that.
I
Okay.
would never joke about such a thing.
Anyway, I'm gonna pay 8, feel great, and win the game.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
How do you know
I mean-
How do you know she doesn't have career? Oh, okay, never mind.
Because clearly I am the only one in this chat genius enough to think of running Karibo in the main deck.
Yeah.
Also, Spirit
Nah.
Reaper forces it, but that's not the point.
It's not important.
I mean, on one hand, I do want to say I threw this game, right? Because my whole line when I went aggressive with Turtle was like, I just forgot that Doomkaiser requires a zombie non-tuner, so I couldn't use Dark Valkyria as the non-tuner to make it, and I had to overcommit. So that was a bad play. But instead, I'm gonna blame this loss on the fact that you drew Graceful Charity, Allure on 3 consecutive turns and saw every fucking card in your deck.
To be fair, for 3 of those turns, the only dark monster in my hand was exactly Dark Armed, and I kept being like, I could banish the Dark Armed. Well, with that incredible display of skill and dueling, we have another matchup to perform. Nova and Keegan.
Who's playing? Oh, wow.
Are
I
you
gotta
ready?
get a deck together real quick, sorry.
Okay. I appreciate your preparedness.
Stuff. Golden Nova, what's our record in Rock, Paper, Scissors? Have you beaten me in Rock, Paper, Scissors before, or have I beaten you before?
Rock, paper, scissors always slides off my mind, so I'm pretty sure you've taken like 100% on this.
Okay, we gotta really dig deep here. This is pretty important.
It is.
What kind of person am I? That kind.
Oh, rip.
Alright, good luck,
Okay.
have fun, Golden Nova. GLHF. Gotta
Oh, yeah,
throw out the
gotta-
GLHF.
Yeah, gotta show good sportsmanship.
Two
No, you
honorable
fucking don't.
duelists. And
No,
then
no, no.
Sophie.
Be mean to each other. It's for content, god damn it.
Oh, this hand is
Come on, Nova.
ridiculous.
Tell Keegan he's a stupid baby. Come on.
Keegan, I respect your skill level, and I want to be more like you.
Nova, I'm proud of your ability to grind and create some of the best Yu-Gi-Oh content I've ever witnessed, and you're just a great guy. You're just a really all-around nice guy.
I appreciate you so much. This is really what dueling is all about. Just mutual respect with your opponent.
Well, now I feel bad.
Okay, wait. This is actually a really hard decision. I need to think.
Got it.
Calculating in my brain.
If there are any Doomkaiser dragons in your hand, it's important to remember that they're fire and not dark, so you can't set up
Yeah,
for dark
yeah.
armed with them.
In the hand, you say.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, cool. As long as
Yeah.
we're clear.
I mean,
One of
Sophie
them hands think that.
is running Dark Valkyria, which means it's entirely plausible that she is running Chthonian Emperor Dragon in her deck, which would
You know, it could
actually
be.
be a really cool bit of flavor to include.
Okay, I think this is correct. Oh my gosh, this is actually really tricky. This is actually a really tricky situation we're in. It's complex. If we discard that guy,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, I think we actually discard this guy.
Ooh, that is a
Ooh.
setup.
That is the scariest thing you could have discarded. Thank you.
Yeah,
Horrifying.
I had to do it. And we're gonna use this guy's effects.
Oh god, no! What have we done?
One of these guys.
All right, we ball.
Ball.
Hold up.
Let's go.
Hold up!
Yo!
Hold up! I need to look something up, because I swear I spent time looking up if telekinetic power well is legal in this format. It is absolutely not.
Let's go!
Telekinetic
legal?
power well is not legal in this
What?
format.
It's not legal. It's not
Keegan,
legal.
I
fine
recognize that this is the
execution.
best deck in Edison format,
Wait,
but
is it
you
not
have
in
to
the
understand.
Duelist Genesis? What
We're
set
not-
is it in?
We
Uh,
had to go.
Let's find out.
Keegan, you are truly the best of us. Expert execution
up.
of
Okay.
the Sophie signature move.
I gotta give you the dub, Golden Nova.
No,
I'm
we
gonna
gotta
go.
play this out.
We gotta
No!
play it out.
It's too late. I've already left. It's too
No!
late. I've already left.
No.
Keegan, for the
I can't
people.
do it.
For the
Can't
people.
do it. Let me just switch the card real quick.
Okay,
Okay,
all
sounds
right.
good.
Keegan
We'll
abandoned
reestablish-
shame.
Okay,
Sorry, RJ,
here we
sorry.
are.
We were just picking.
It's okay.
We were just
It's very
tickling
important.
rocks
Yeah.
a little bit. Throwing rocks against each other. Nothing too crazy.
I mean, listen, there's two dudes with some rocks, you know.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
this is we're keeping the NSFW stuff going right now.
God damn it. Okay, I deserve this. I deserve this for bringing the illegal deck. You know what? It's fair. Fair and deserved. Fair and deserved.
Okay. Okay. Wow. I love all of this. Let's
Yeah,
give
no.
it to you.
I think you do get to draw.
Oh right,
Oh,
that
yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing. Does this change
If you
anything?
wanna, yeah, if you wanna
Absolutely not.
restart.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Okay.
Well then.
Well, we see the grateful charity again.
Oh!
All right, let's see what I can get off of this.
I
'cause-
almost wish you still had the telekinetic power well instead
I
of that.
can't believe Keegan cheated just to give himself a chance to mulligan for painful choice. I can't
That's the
believe he
world-
would do this.
It's the world we live in, man.
It
don't
wasn't
know
even
if
in my
I-
deck. I just had to add. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally joking. What are we gonna get here? I guess we just get like a bunch of busted shit, right? Like just.
Hey, how's it going? Actually brings up a good point, which is that it actually, part of the reason why this is such an easy confusion is that the card from the Duelist Genesis sounds almost exactly the same as Telekinetic Power Well, because instead of being Telekinetic Power Well, it's Telekinetic Charging Cell. They even have the same number of syllables and rhyme. Like,
They're
That's
literally making
ridiculous.
song lyrics out here.
all right, this is cheesy creasy.
I don't know. I don't know. These are the 5.
I mean, that's
I guess.
pretty fucking good. That's okay.
Not a bad 5.
Yeah, this sucks. Okay, so if I give you back the Mizuki, you'll find a way to put the Mizuki in graveyard anyway. Right? There's no way you don't. If I give you the Zombie Master, then you have all of it that you can use. That's fine. This is probably incorrect, but now that I've rethought the process on all of them, I think I have to give you back Mizuki and bin everything else.
Okay.
For what it's worth, Nova, I actually agree with that choice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Thank God.
That's a pretty
I need
good
validation.
choice. Pretty good choice. We're gonna Rhoda.
Oh my god.
Little guy, little Armageddon guy.
Okay.
We'll go for charity.
Oh my! I mean, I say this like I
this
didn't
matchup
open
is
Graceful
good.
Charity.
God. Okay, but charity painful Rhoda.
Yeah. I mean, what do we do? That's just the format. Go off king.
That
Keegan,
set card that'll be
please,
like.
for the love of all that is holy, show me the Dark Creator right now.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Unfortunately, you know, I only opened Painful Goblin Zombie. I didn't quite get all the way to whatever else. I also got emergency teleport.
Oh!
God. Nova, that set monster better be like Morphing Jaw number 12 or something, or this game is about to end.
I'm out here making custom cards to out my opponent, baby. I'm seizing the wind.
Literally, you destroy everything on the board, and then you switch out your opponent's deck for a totally different one. Oh,
Go
God.
ahead and activate Goblin Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Go get the other Goblin Zombie.
Now that I've mentioned
Then
the Dark
I-
Creator, I suddenly feel cringe for having not run the Dark Creator myself.
Yeah, that would have been based. Painful Choice Dark Creator sounds like a really sick combo, actually. We'll go ahead and stack for Plague. Is that okay?
Yeah, all clear.
Okay, cool. And then I'll synchro again into the Revived King. Go search Zombie Master.
Boy, oh boy.
I think we'll Revive King attack.
Wah.
Oh,
He's doing it again!
we somehow
didn't.
dodged
You didn't.
anybody playing Lightsworns today.
How did we do this? I was like, well, I'm not gonna play Lightsworn. Surely someone else will.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh, that's scary actually. Hold up. We've got for the chat. We've got a Murmillo. We've got a Bestiary, a Darius. We've got a War Chariot, an Emergency Teleport, and an Exile Force.
Oh.
That is a combination of cards to have in the hand. Interesting.
It really is. It really, really is. I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take the, I believe the Bestiary. We're gonna have to take the Bestiary. So we've got Exiled, Darius, Teleport, and then Chariot. Dang, that's a pretty good hand. Teleport Glads. That's kind of fire.
Yeah, I like
I like
getting
where this
access
is
to
going.
like the really good synchros that we have. So I was like, oh, maybe if I tech that in, I'll have a little bit of spice for that. I'm instantly regretting not normaling the Darius and setting the War Chariot because that might have been a little sexy, but I was worried that you would like use a bunch of non-monster effects to like out it, so I don't want to commit too hard. It appears that that was the incorrect decision, but we'll see if we can move past that and try to make a different play here. What do we have in graveyard? We have no revival currently in graveyard. Now that I'm done deliberating in my draw phase, I'll move to my main phase. Let's try. Let's just try normal summoning Exile Force.
That's all good.
Okay.
And is priority still a thing right now?
I believe it is, yeah. I believe it is, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and declare exiled. My target's gonna be Goyo.
Goodbye, Goyo Guardian. You served me well.
That one and give it to you.
Alright, so if that set is emergency teleport, then we've got to somehow play through Krebons to get a kill. Which I'm not sure we can even actually do. So I think the best play is to just value return.
Oh my god.
And then,
That's a good fucking return. The pay is...
Goddamn ridiculous return.
Yeah, you know, if we're gonna play a little slow, you know, just recycle the 2 best cards in the goddamn deck. Just you know, just a little
Yeah,
thing.
you know, just easy, right?
yeah. Yeah, no biggie, right?
That's fine.
You know, nothing's going on here.
I mean, Soul Charge is gonna be released in a few years anyway. Like, what's the big deal?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a problem, right? Like this isn't an issue for you guys, is it? Is it an issue?
No. This
We'll
is
go ahead and
all
make,
good, all clear.
I think we'll make Stardust. I mean, it's all the same, more or less.
Sorry, D.
We do have some moves. I'm gonna stack for Plague here, and then
Certainly a move.
I will. I believe. I need to at least threaten lethal, so I need to at least force the emergency teleport. So,
Yeah.
best way to do that would be to synchro with these two into. I think we'll just make a Gaia Knight,
Let's go.
and then I will activate Misuki again and special out the 5 King.
Big.
And try to attack for all of the damage.
Yeah, we'll do the started damage step, or started battle phase emergency teleport.
That works. That's all good.
Krebleys, there you are. And then I'll pay 24 total.
Yep, that works.
Wow.
What's like the lore behind Krebens? Like, there's a lot going on with this guy, right? Like, he's a weird jester who appears to be in cyberspace juggling Tetris blocks.
Yeah,
And also
so
he stops attacks?
it's like the perfect duel guide #2 or something. Krebens was actually a guy in the real world called Michael Tatum's. And he was like a record holding in like Tetris, right? Like he had like a huge high score on that. It was submitted to like Twin Galaxies or something. But then it was discovered that he was using quintahedrons instead of tetrahedrons. You know, it's for all of those out there, five square blocks instead of 4 square blocks. Huge controversy. Tried to do his best to reclaim his title as the best Tetris player ever. But one day the arcade owner opened like the box because he let him play overnight to get his title back, and he was just gone.
Nice.
And you know, urban legend says that he's been part of the game ever since.
Wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird.
I never knew this little guy.
Sucked into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Sucked into the game. I'm gonna go to the M phase. The little Krebens guy is gonna get what was Michael Channing Tatum? What was his name again?
Michael
Tate?
Tatum's. Michael Tatum's.
Michael Tatum's.
Michael Tatum's. Okay.
Come on.
There's the banished button. Okay, there we go.
Everyone knows Michael Tatum.
Yeah,
Who
everyone
doesn't?
knows it.
Of course. How could I'm sorry, guys. I'll just leave the game again. Just. This is worse than bringing
I-
Okay,
I-
okay, good.
Just-
Deserved
you
to
don't-
L.
All right, good.
Interesting.
All right. Well, we're just gonna keep it going.
Oh, only 2 returns to back up
Jesus.
the Dust Shoot, Painful Choice, Graceful Charity opener. Just
Yeah, this was not a very fair game. by any means.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
What's crazier is actually I don't even think that this hand was better than the hand I had in the first game with Telekinetic Powerwell.
Telekinetic Powerwell is an absolutely obscene card.
No, let's just go for it.
I need one or two other things, he says.
There we go.
Ah.
And then we'll go direct ease.
You got it.
Well,
Wow.
Golden Nova.
Boy.
That was tough.
Gee,
That
that was something.
not every day of his life, Nova rolls up to wave motion, normal summons the gladiator beast, and then ends up staring down 6 monsters with 20,000 attack points.
That's true.
Well, like, here's the thing, right? Like, I like that I drew more gladiators in this hand than I did in my previous hand, but Monster Reborn Shrink No entry would have been great for this board.
True.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know what? I have to honorary give you the victory just because I brought an illegal deck. I have to honorary do it, Golden Nova. I definitely, definitely mulligan your hands.
No, I'm not playing against this.
You don't want to play against this, Sophie? Neither of you guys want to play against
No, we played a real game. You
All right.
got it. The top decks, that's best of one format, folks. It's what happens.
Well, I am looking forward to this next matchup because at least 2 people brought decks that didn't win Shonen Jump championships in 2008. Keegan and Sophie, are you ready to duel?
Am I playing Sophie? Is that how
No.
we're...
Sorry, I
No,
keep
no,
saying
no,
Keegan.
yeah.
I keep saying Keegan, and I mean
Scaring me,
Nova.
RJ.
I mean
Okay.
Nova.
Scaring me.
Ah, good. My chameleon
go,
skin
there we
is working once again. I have
Oh,
taken
fuck.
the identity of my competitors.
fuck.
This was his plan all along. Because
Yes.
as soon as he's defeated by a duelist, he takes their soul. It's like his Millennium item.
True.
Oh, wait, I should. Yeah, whatever. Listen, I didn't put a password on this. It's fine. Maybe, we never commented on this, but maybe Brand's foreskin from game 1 will come back to watch. Who knows?
Hopefully, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
RJ, this is going to be a really interesting matchup because on one hand, we have Gladiator Beast, which is like a proven strategy. It's actually pretty good against like zombie engine decks historically.
True.
But then on the other hand, we have Darkblade, which has been also historically proven to give problems to Gladiator Beasts.
We
It's
are
true.
in game, by the way, Audley.
Where the heck? Oh, I'm looking at custom cards. I'm just literally... Aren't I the best person to have running this? Okay.
Absolutely.
This is why I need to take over. Sophie Revolution. The sluts for Sophie
Unironically-
will rise up.
Everyone, make sure to donate to Sluts for Sophie, please.
Can we get some sluts
the
for Sophie in
organization-
chat? Oh, we already have like 5 sluts for Sophie going in chat.
There we go.
These folks do not need to be told to be sluts for Sophie.
Use exclamation mark S4F to send nudes to directly to Sophie.
We already
With
had a
your
commenter
nudes.
tell her to marry them. We really don't need to be sending Sophie unsolicited dick pics from chat. We just don't need
Oh yeah, that's
that.
actually cursed. Yeah, don't do that. That was a joke for full disclosure.
Gosh, okay, I hate to open with this, but we're normal summoning Marmillo.
Let's go. Let's go.
Special summoning Tiger.
Okay.
Declare effect.
Okay, this is a real Gladiator Beast play.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh! is
This
happening.
plays around Darkblade excellently.
Waha.
That's
Oh my god.
This is a monster
No!
that cannot be defeated by Darkblade.
How can
Impossible.
this be?
All right. Sophie, I've laid before you what amounts to the Monarch of Defenses. Do you have what it takes to defeat me?
Yes.
Oh! Roll the clip, me in the future. Well, yep. Well, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, we're gonna
Golden
send
Nova.
Mizuki.
Oh, what's up, Keegan? What's up?
I was gonna say, it looks like you brought a cotton ball to a nuclear bomb fight.
I'm gonna send
I,
this.
I said it in the Discord when we were planning this all out. I knew that I wasn't going to have the chops to build anything that could match anyone else's power level, and also Gladiator Beasts were here, so I was drawn to it like a moth from the flame, okay? I can't be held responsible for these decisions!
And how could you be? Alright, behold my 5
True,
cents.
true.
Those some alright ones, I'd
Well,
say.
yeah, all of them suck for me. Go ahead and you may have back your. It was definitely not Dark Arm. That's definitely not it.
Why not? Oh,
It's not Dark Valkyria, because then you still have Mizuki in Graveyard. And knowing my luck, there's also a Graceful Charity waiting in there, so this deliberation process means nothing. So my only repute here is to give you back the Mizuki and hope you don't have a way to get it back in the graveyard.
okay, yeah, I think that's a good choice. I don't know. It sounds like you're worrying a lot, Nova. Like, what are the chances you got opened against with Painful Choice, Graceful Charity twice in a row? Like, what are the chances of that?
God damn it! Do you remember when I said in Discord, maybe I should just forget that I found out that Retro Pack and Gold Series are legal in this format? Maybe we should just, decide we're not going to be running these cards. And we said, no, we have to do it for the consistency of the format. Do you remember that?
If I was Golden Nova,
I stand by my statements.
I'd be punching my monitor right now. I'd just be like, so mad.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little frustrating.
The mental
I'm not gonna hold
on Nova.
animosity, but just the okay, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna draw some more cards.
Yeah, go ahead. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'm not finding the really funny stuff. It's not gonna be that exciting. Alright, what's your
though? 3,000 life points. It's not bad. You take
Okay.
those.
Oh, right, yeah. I gained something out of this one.
You really do.
I'll take that. That's good. That's good.
So what's the best way to do this? I think I am scared of that being a war chariot or something, so I have Heavy Storm too. Not to worry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Good.
Okay, that's fine. And now I do need to do it like a little bit of thinking. Like not too much thinking, but I gotta do like a little bit. I'm gonna normal summon the Zombie Master.
The Zombie Master.
I would like to use the effect of the Zombie Master. I'm gonna target Plagues, and I'm gonna discard Water Spirit.
What is this?
Never mind. I'm even more mad now because I have to look at that thing's face. It terrifies me to my
I
soul.
hate Water Spirit so much. This card tilts me so much.
Just
It's
looking
my
at it,
friend.
it's obliterating my soul right now.
Oh, God.
What did she
I am
do
gonna
about this?
conduct a Synchro Summon. I'm gonna summon Goyo Guardian.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay.
What should I do from here? There's like a couple options. I mean, really, I guess the only question here is how badly do I need to make Stardust? That's really the only thing I need to decide on. Because I could do that. I just don't know if what? Fuck it. I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna hit with Goyo.
All right. Do you want the Bebop to my Ropsteady?
I would love whatever you just said. I would
All
like
right.
that very much.
There you go. Go ahead and summon my dude. I think you can do it. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I have that power.
Cool.
Main phase 2. I don't know. Okay, you're playing Gladiator Beast. What are you gonna do? Normal summon a guy? Like, I don't think I need to commit any more resources in this matchup. I'm gonna just set and pass.
Alrighty.
There's something
All right.
with the flavor of just cyberbullying, of Goyo steal a Hoplomus. Just like, no, you're not going to get this back. No, you can't even run it over with your monster. And no, there is no shot that it is going to get triggered. It's mine now, and you have to watch it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sorry, no, I didn't want this episode to turn into Nova cyberbullying, but that is what's happened.
Folks, we had a lot of fun here today on Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh! But bullying is super fun, and you should do it more often. Find someone in your class today who
Especially
plays,
Gladiator Beast players.
I don't know, are
Gladiator
they playing
Beast?
Cloudians? Dunk them in the pool. They don't deserve the cards.
Really don't. Take their cards. That's what Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime taught us. I mean, their
Yeah.
friendship formed over Tristan and Joey bullying Yugi. If I
That's
remember
true.
correctly.
That's true.
Exactly.
If I've learned anything from Yu-Gi-Oh, it's that being mean to people is good, actually. And will make them your friend.
Look at Kaiba. Rich.
Quest A.
Yeah.
Okay.
Proceed to battle phase.
Okay, I guess you can sort of tack into it. That's like something.
I will attack your Goyo Guardian.
Interesting. Okay.
I see what's happening.
Ah.
All right. I have nothing on attack deck.
All right, cool. Do you want to maybe proceed to damage step a little bit?
I mean, if you wanna, like if you're feeling it.
Activate Shrink.
There we
Oh.
go. Shrink did get resolved. Okay.
I'm gonna discard Earth Honest from my hand.
Ooh. Laid low once again by Earth Honest and the elemental honesty cycle.
Wait, is Hedgeguard legal?
Yes, it is.
Wait,
I'm
hold
pretty
up.
sure it's in Crossroads of Chaos.
Go.
Oh, it's in Raging Battle.
Oh, it's in
that would've
Raging
been
Battle.
nice.
Rip.
All right, declare the Equesta.
If you insist.
Okay. Okay. We out here making moves.
Oh my
All
god.
things considered, for a painful choice, graceful charity resolution, the game's looking pretty equal.
I mean, I do still have Mizuki Plague in the graveyard, is the thing about it.
They're not there until they get activated. That's all I'm saying. They're not real.
True.
Yeah,
It's true.
this
I was
is-
looking at Nova's situation. I was like, okay, this is pretty. This works. And then I looked at Sophie's grave, and I was like, oh yes, Zombie Master Mizuki Plague
Oh.
Spreader. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Ready Ari though is pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Yarn.
What is... Oh,
see-
wait. Does the thing not even target?
Does target. The
Oh, it
card
does target.
Thank
Okay.
God. Okay.
Okay. So that being the case, well, see, the initial thought process is go after Mizuki, right? Because then that stops you from going into Ill Blood and Plague Spreader. But if I leave the Plague Spreader, then you summon that out, and then that syncs with Hoplimus for something mean. So I unfortunately think I have to banish the Plague Spreader and hope you don't have any other tuner access.
Yeah, the unfortunate answer is it didn't matter what you targeted, because I'm calling the target.
Oh.
Right. So I go to second battle phase, right? That causes a replay that I get to do, right? Because
Yeah,
monsters
for
change.
sure.
And I have about
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, have fun.
There's a second battle phase that
Ah.
activates only if your opponent is NTRing you with your own monster.
Man, I'm not even gonna get to do my
Please do
funny
not
stuff.
Google that joke, chat.
You know what's crazy is like, never mind. I'm not gonna backseat. Not gonna
Dude,
lie.
that's so true, dude. That's crazy, man.
No,
Well, that's
backseat. Tell me
insane.
what I'm doing wrong. I need to know.
Could have just let the plague get banished. Who cares?
I like it. It's my friend.
True.
Anyway, I'm gonna Mizuki for Ill Blood. Is that okay?
No, but I have nothing to stop you, so it does resolve.
I am going to perform a Gemini summon.
Yeah.
Hey!
And I want.
Yo, that's ill.
That's ill, bro. I'm ill.
No.
Brother, I am ill.
First?
I
A
think
wave
it
motion
is.
first, Gemini.
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
Congratulations.
I-
Congratulations.
I'm really digging the fact that Sophie is running a Gemini deck, and the first Gemini summon she's done is of a monster that just gets run in zombie decks anyway.
Listen, I'm not drawing my funny stuff. I'm so sad. But now I'm a bit less sad because I do have a zombie master in play.
That is true.
What if we just like? Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna do a little cyberbullying, right? That's what's happening.
Hmm.
Oh no, yeah, we've committed to that. We're beyond that point.
Yeah. I am going to conduct a synchro summon for the second copy of Goyo Guardian.
Hell yeah.
And so my fears were founded.
Let's see. This is actually a little weird how I want to do this. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna activate the effect of Zombie Master. And I am going to discard Spirit Reaper and target Spirit Reaper.
Yep.
8.
Boop.
Sick, nasty plays.
And I guess we might as well do this in main phase 1, because it's, like, a little funny. I'll revive Plague. I have to do that in a bit of a weird order. I guess I could technically do that, but that's stupid, and I don't like doing stupid things, so instead I'm gonna go to Battle Phase. I actually can't take your Ready Ari, I'm a fool. That's okay.
Alright, that is 6.
And I would like to perform a large number of attacks, please.
You may do so.
And I would also like to discard a random card from your hand, if you don't mind, you know, like if that's okay.
Wait, if me not minding is getting in the way, I actually very much mind. Darn it. Which one?
Well,
Are
you
any
know.
objections to the Spirit Reaper?
Ooh.
Unfortunately, there are many situations in life in which I very much respect people's consent, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not one of them. Main phase 2. We're gonna make Stardust. Zombie Master goes to grave, because Illblood left the field. I'm gonna set 1, and I'm gonna pass.
Sophie.
Whoa, that print of Stardust isn't in
This print
in
of
this era.
Stardust.
Whoa.
Okay, stop getting mad. If the art looks cool, what do you want from me?
Fair.
Listen, Arte, I've seen your stream content. You of all people can't judge me for playing the more fuckable Stardust art.
That's true. That you've got me there. I also like that it's got the synchro rings right? So that means Stardust Dragon is emerging from this tunnel of synchro rings in that pose, which means the only method of motion Stardust could have used to get there is pelvic thrusting.
Makes sense, actually. If you think about it, if you really think about it, like that's
Yeah.
How else would you break through the synchro barrier?
How else
You'd have
would
to
you?
you'd have to penetrate it somehow. If you think about it.
I'm gonna delete this entire conversation from the video.
It's just gonna like hard cut to this state of the game. People are gonna be like, "What happened there?"
What the hell?
I've always wanted to have my very own Gov incident.
VOD viewers get the special bonus content. This is the stuff that's going up on Patreon. That whole conversation just as a clip.
Yeah, I'm probably also going to have to remove the NTR comment in order to be monetized.
Fair.
No. We were talking about my deck. So, for those of you who don't know at home, NTR stands for not totally reliable.
Yes, true.
Here we go. We've saved
True,
it.
actually. That is true.
Pain and suffering are eternal. There's not like a follow-up play of this. So let's try doing this. I'm gonna normal summon Darius.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, it's not okay. I lied to you.
Oh,
I forgot I
no.
had this set.
Okay, well, never mind. The everything
Oh.
was not good. I will set a card. Go ahead.
I'm very sorry.
Do you ever regret one of your creations? Do you ever look at something you've made and think, maybe the world isn't better off because I did that?
Yeah, all 3 of my bastard children, I do regret making all of them.
No.
We'll do the whole Krebins
okay.
thing.
Okay, alright.
I mean, we're living. By some definition of the word, we are living. But no, I'm sorry.
There you
I'm just
go.
being mean tonight. I'm just being mean to people for no
No,
reason.
embrace it. Let it out. This is-
Yeah, you're right. Nova, you son of a bitch. You deserve to lose to me.
Yeah, there
I'm
we
just
go. Come
happy-
on. Just let it go. Come on.
Just happy I'm not the villain, because I thought after the Dark World episode, I was gonna be the evil guy. But you know what? We're chilling. We're chilling. I'm not. No hate.
You have somehow, through accidentally cheating and then getting painful choice, graceful charity, dust shoot in your opening, managed to be the most wholesome person in this chat.
All I had to do was avoid talking about the fuckability of Stardust Dragon for 5 seconds.
And I'll do it again.
Alrighty. Good game.
Alright,
Good game.
GG.
good game.
I didn't even get to do any of my funny stuff. I just played good cards and won with them.
Oh,
Oh.
poor Sophie. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Here we go. The battle of the two
Brains,
people who
say.
decided to come with absolutely interesting creative decks
Mm-hmm.
that didn't already exist in previous formats. That
Tried
have
to be
it.
cool with telekinetic power well. It just wasn't legal. It just wasn't legal. He said
That's
interesting.
okay,
That
I
was
have an
big
idea.
Rock.
Whoa!
God.
I knew it.
I have been
He's me.
outplayed already.
By the way, can we take a moment to talk about that the main
This is
set
an
is
okay
Light of
hand.
Destruction, a set featuring one of the most powerful archetypes of the era, and we have seen 0 Light of Destruction cards.
Oh no!
This is at 1.
We've seen 3 of that card.
Oh, what have we done?
Yes, we have. Ladies and gentlemen, we have people of all types. Painful choice is glued to my hand. I say. Okay, I need to think here for a second. We're definitely
Okay.
gonna get this little guy.
Okay.
He's awesome.
Well, we're holding him back.
You can have Mizuki here.
Cool.
If we grace for charity again, like if we grace for charity here,
Not
Right.
quite.
So
graceful
scared
charity.
there for like.
Yeah, that was one of the most terrifying noises I've heard in my life.
All right. Got a bit of a chill, relaxed, low-key opener.
Hmm.
You know what? That's the wrong card to set. Actually, we're gonna set a different guy.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's draw for turn. I drew the most powerful card in my deck. Let's go Allure.
That resolves.
Okay.
That's weird. You said most powerful, but it doesn't read painful choice on there.
nah, that card sucks. Why would I want to send cards to the graveyard? I can't use
Uh,
those.
No,
It's
the
minus
most
4ing you.
the most powerful card in my deck is Kariba.
Oh, don't banish him. You're gonna need him.
I don't like the sound of that. Let's. Oh boy. Let's normal summon Pyramid Turtle.
I was afraid you might do something like that. That's okay.
All right, let's go to battle and let's see what you have down there.
Darn.
It is the Mizuki.
Crazy.
Main
Found
phase
his
2.
way.
What are the chances that you have like a nuts return play next turn? You have Zombie Master, you have Mizuki and Grave. You'd have to get like exactly Plague Spreader Zombie. Nah, I ain't a coward. I'm gonna pass turn.
You mean you ain't a coward? You've been doing cowardly plays all day. We've established this.
Hey, I ran
Okay.
Karibo in my deck.
And
That's
you
the
won't
move.
even use it. You keep banishing it instead.
Hey, I haven't
And
drawn Crush card yet, you know? Okay. All right.
CM.
Oh, you
Wait,
drew the
wait
Plague
a sec.
Spreader.
Is that a plague spreader? Huh.
Oh my
I
god.
know what I said. I know what I said. Oh, geez,
Ah.
crazy. Yep, that's fine.
So this is what we in the business call bad.
Yeah. Oh. Yep.
Okay, let me see. I just gotta do a little bit of calculation, a little bit of quick maths, as they say in the place, London. Quick maths.
It's just a bit of maths, you know.
Exactly.
You know.
You guys do a much better
Okay,
fake
Keegan.
accent than I could ever.
Do you have Return
Fake.
from the Different Dimension face down?
I'm gonna be real with you, RJ. I do not.
Oh.
I don't have Return from the Different Dimension. You, however, have lethal damage, so that Karibo would have been very nice.
It would have been.
Perhaps there is another.
Mm.
Is this lethal?
RJ. You've been betrayed by your cowardice, not holding the
exactly
Karibo.
It is exactly lethal. I thought it took 328s to add up to 8,000, but I have been betrayed. I shouldn't have banished the Karibo. I had the perfect crackback for next turn if I hadn't done it. Played the meme and I didn't activate him.
Wait, your chat didn't let you cut Karibo, right? Like they didn't let you cut it?
Karibo was my idea. Chat was telling me I was crazy for putting Karibo in. I just didn't think I would get OTK'd that easily. This has really just been the episode of us betraying our principles, hasn't it?
Excuse me.
Except for Nova. Nova is the only one who has remained pure. So here's my proposition.
trying.
First of all, congratulations to Keegan for the victory. Well deserved. I probably had a massive crackback if I had kept Karibo in hand, but
I believe it.
I chose not to, and that was on me. But I have a proposition. The people deserve something. The people came to Light of Destruction. I think the people deserve a game of Lightsworns versus a Dark Counterpart deck. I think that we need to get the Dark Creator in here. I think we need Dark Nephthys, and I think we need Lightsworns. Would somebody like to, A, help me build the Dark Creator deck that the people deserve, and B, play against it with Lightsworns?
Okay, I have the Lightsworn deck built. I just need to swap out a few cards, and then I can actually send you my deck, which does have one copy of the Dark Creator in it, if you want.
Okay, and then I will edit it from there. But I think we have to go. I think we have to go hard for the Dark Counterparts. I think that's what the people deserve.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
We're on a Dark Counterpart deck, so of course we need our copy of Dark Blade. Mandatory.
I have to admit something here. I'm not actually playing Darkblade.
I mean, the principle was there. You had a Dark Blade-esque deck.
I think Dark Valkyria is just Darkblade post-estrogen.
Now we're talking. This
There
is
we
the lore
go.
we came for.
You know what blows my mind?
we're
Is I
taking
thought
this.
I was going to be like People's Champion bringing zombies, and then all of us just brought
I thought that too. I thought it was going to be Lightsworns and Teledad, and here I was bringing zombies because I like them, and I was like,
Same.
I should have remembered zombies were like a tier 0 deck for an entire year, basically during this format. I should have been a little bit more prepared for at least Keegan to bring them. This deck is terrible. There's something inside me screaming to take out Dark Lord Zerato and Rainbow Dragon and Dark Blade.
I'm putting Crush Card Virus back in. You bring in Kaiku, I'm putting Crush Card back. That's it.
I have Crush Card in here. Turnabout is fair play. All right.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
There's no way this deck could possibly lose now that I've... oh, man. Okay. All right. I've already lost.
I mean,
Good
I
luck, have
feel like
fun.
the implicit assumption here that this is going to be a good game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And we can't...
Oh, hell yeah. This hand slaps.
I believe it.
Okay.
I believe it.
That hand also appears to slap.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. I'll take it. Oh, let's go. Let's go Allure of Darkness. Okay.
Man, imagine drawing a draw spell. Couldn't be me.
All right.
That'd be
Oh,
crazy.
this hand continues to be nuts. All right, we're going to banish Armageddon Knight. And then we are going to Rhoda.
RJ, I'm
good.
just seeing zombie stuff from last game.
And
I'm
we're
a little skeptical.
Oh, I promise you, shit is going down. Okay.
Rhoda
So
for
we're
Dark
going
Blade. Do it.
You're honor bound.
Rhoda for Dark Blade.
Rhoda
We
for
must do it now.
Darkblade.
If I
Dark
Rhoda
Blade,
for Dark
Dark
Blade,
Blade,
will you
Dark
promise
Blade,
me that you
Blade,
don't
Dark
have
Dark
honest
Blade,
in hand?
Dark
Can we get some sluts for Darkblade in chat?
I have a compromise. We are going to get Arma Knight.
Doesn't sound like a compromise. It just
No,
sounds like
no.
what you wanted to do.
Because we are going to summon Arma Knight, and we're going to declare it to send Darkblade to the graveyard.
Okay, that's absolutely a compromise.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
accept that. I'll accept that.
Okay. Then we play Union Knight, revealing Pitch Dark Dragon.
Then we
Let's
play
go.
Monster Reborn targeting Darkblade.
Let's go!
Chill
Let's go.
out. Chill out.
Uh,
Say he is a dragon manipulating warrior from the Dark World. His attack is tremendous, using his great swords with vicious power.
that is what they say. And you know, I am not going to send Darkblade to its death into Honest. We're going to attack Lumina with Armonite.
You're not giving me much of a choice here. You have to threaten more.
Ooh, okay.
Roar.
Main phase 2. We're just gonna there you go.
Yo, we're gaming. We're gaming.
All right.
Okay.
Let's try to activate Lumina.
I think that,
Pitching
oh
wolf.
geez. Okay, yep, that's fine.
Oh
He
my
opened the
God.
wolf. Okay, okay.
It's August, Lightsworn Druid.
Shh, shh. We're not supposed to know that, Sophie. This is a totally different person, remember? God, I'm just like, Keegan's just like, do the funny play, get the Dark Blade, and then just summons every monster in his deck that beats Dark Blade on the next turn.
Well, I have to pass. I can't play into Mirror Force, unfortunately. So we're gonna Jane,
Okay,
mill 2,
okay.
and then Garroth, mill 2.
Oh,
Draw one
on the
card.
prime mat. That's pretty hot.
And then Lumina, mill 3.
Okay.
And Garroth, mill 2 again.
Oh
my
less
God.
good for me.
Value.
Less good for me. All right. I'm gonna draw for turn. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? This actually, we have opportunities here. What are we gonna do with this? He's halfway through his deck. There's no way he's seen one of the 3 of Honests, right? No shot, right?
Zero
Impossible.
chance.
Right?
No.
Actually, 0 chance.
Okay, we're gonna E-Telly. Okay. We are going to summon ourselves a Credence. Okay. And we are going to synchro, not with Dark Blade, but with Armageddonite, because our
Oh.
Dark Blade has 1800 attack, and Armageddonite only has 1400, so we have to keep the Dark Blade. We're going to go for, yeah, we gotta try for it. We're gonna summon ourselves a Goyo. Okay, and the thing about Honest is that it's not a real Yu-Gi-Oh card.
True.
It absolutely isn't.
Okay, all right. Okay. And then I'm gonna attack over. Both of these beat Dark Blade. What are your names in grave? You already have a Garroth in grave. Okay, so we're gonna attack into Garroth.
It was real.
Yep.
It was a bait. It was a
I'll
bait.
take the 1850.
Long.
But it turns out you are the one who has been baited. I'll call of the haunted back my Goyo.
No! Of course, of course. Like this.
Honest too.
That
Honest
was,
too.
that was actually pretty
Hell
good.
yeah, and I will take that, Jane.
Pretty good.
And this is the part where I overlay for Utopia. We'll set a monster and pass. The man simply does
Gonna
not
mill
have
2?
Judgment Dragon. Oh, I do mill 2. That's actually pretty hot for me, isn't it? That was, oh shit, no!
Actually, it was not.
No.
Interesting. Alright, we got a.
Don't
got
look at
some
your grave
stuff
like
we can
that.
do.
Do not.
Ooh, I'm
Stop
tempted.
that.
I am so tempted to look at my grave like this.
Do, nope. Don't do it.
This is tough, actually. This is quite tough. Quite a difficult situation
One
we've gotten
dark
into.
monster. One dark monster. That's all I asked for.
Let's
Brain.
brain control Goyo Guardian.
Okay. Respectable.
Keegan.
Okay.
Keegan, take the dark blade. Steal his soul from
That's
him.
the optimal play. Take the dark blade.
Do it.
I really want to. I really, really want to. But the issue, there's an issue with that. Back
What
row
it-
could be Mirror Force. It could be Mirror Force.
That is true.
I mean, it's not. but-
Counterpoint. Take the dark blade.
Alright, should I take the Dark Blade, chat? No, you know I'm a real. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. The chat.
Hell
chat's
yeah.
decided.
All right, I
Let's
will take the
Dark
1,000.
Blade. Yes. I will activate Coyote Guardian,
All right, there you go.
thus taking the Dark Blade.
The Dark Blade is yours.
Good.
Attack Jane.
Yeah.
In phase 2, we gotta make something happen though. We can't let this Coyote Guardian stick around, or it's gonna really hurt us. So, I've got a stack for Plague. Is that okay?
Okay.
Full synchro with the Coyote Guardians make. Leave. Stardust Dragon is the best choice. And then I don't want to draw the card I just stacked, so I'm gonna Monster Reborn. I'm gonna target Lumina.
Okay. This is very good for you. Okay.
Yes. Now I am going to activate Lumina.
Okay.
Discarding Solar Recharge and bringing back. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and activate Lumina in the end phase. Then we'll activate
Okay.
Death number 1.
Oh God. Okay.
Activate.
Well, that's 2 Honest out of the way.
Oh,
Dodged the wolf. Dodged the wolf. Okay.
bad.
All right. We
Did what
have
I
2
could.
Honests and 2 JDs out of the way. I'm pretty okay with those odds, honestly. Oh.
Nice pun.
Okay. How many do I need? 7. Don't read into what I just said, Keegan.
7 what?
Rings in hand.
Okay, 7 Rings of Power. Lord of the Rings. Solid, solid. Sauron, aka the RJB0. Dark Blade, low-key looking like Sauron.
Yo,
That's
for
true.
real.
That's true.
This Shadows over Mordor looking motherfucker.
Okay, you are going to kill me next turn if I don't try for it. We're gonna flip summon Magical Merchant. We're gonna declare.
Run it.
All right. 1. Okay.
Yeah! Yeah!
Go.
That works. That works.
Let's go, Lord of Darkness. Hold up. Hold. Okay. Okay. What does this do for us? So we're going to banish Rainbow Dark because there's just like no shot that we're going to get that many darks in the grave.
No.
Honestly, should not have been running that card in the deck, but it's about the principle of the thing.
Really?
What was that? Honestly?
Honestly.
That means
Indeed.
he gets to put Honest back in his hand. You said the word.
Okay,
I also get to activate it from grave too.
Yeah, there we go.
that's true. You've got me there.
Keegan, drop the Honest.
Oh, you know what? This play is actually 5-head. This play is truly 5-head. We're going to take a fuck ton of damage here. Okay, we're gonna normal summon Sangan.
Absolutely fine.
Okay, we're gonna go to battle.
It's totally chill.
We're gonna attack by Magical Merchant into your Lumina.
Okay.
I'll take 800. Because otherwise I am taking way more off this Magical Merchant.
Probably true.
And then we're
Probably
going
true.
to crash the Sangan.
Goodbye, Lumina. You served
Okay.
me well.
And then we're going to declare the Sangan in grave.
That resolves.
Okay, alright. Chat, you know what must be done.
Let's go.
Main phase 2, we're just gonna summon Dark Armed and sit on it. You're go.
Yeah!
Yeah.
The threat has been realized. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what's left in my deck. Chat, should we do this? Or is this too dangerous? I think we kind of have to do it, right?
Jeez.
Oh!
Yeah. I think I have to let that through.
Eat you then.
Raigeki. Okay. I know what I am not choosing. Graceful. Okay. Card destruction. Okay. BrainCon. I said I know what I'm choosing, and yet.
Or Solar Recharge.
Yeah, recharge is all yours.
Cool.
My choices are cards that immediately lose me the game or Solar Recharge. I think I am going to go with Solar Recharge.
Crazy.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that, chat. Maybe that was a mistake. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and attack.
I have no idea what you could be planning with this. Yeah, that is fine. I will take 1850.
Should have switched to Dark Blade. What am I doing? I could have gone for Dark Blade Lethal. Oh my goodness. I'm throwing. Throwing.
Keegan.
All right, I'll take 1850.
Keegan.
Alright, start us attacks directly. I'm sorry, guys. I was thinking about the painful choice.
Karibo!
Karibo keeps him alive another turn. That's for sure. Here.
Okay.
Keegan has forsaken the way of the Dark
Draw
Blade.
for turn.
Don't listen to them, Keegan. Winning with Darkblade would have been a slight against the light.
Win with Dark Blade next turn. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, I'll make it happen.
If this card were the next standby phase instead of your next standby phase, I would have been okay. But unfortunately, double Dark Nephthys doesn't get us there, and I had Solemn in the background.
And you had Solemn? I had faith.
Oh.
Sick.
God.
Sick.
Yep, and I had to hold on to the Solemn for the JD. Oh well. Well, that was something.
Let me be the one to say, 100% of the players who controlled Darkblade at the end of the game won.
That's true. You've got me there.
GG's, RJ.
GG's.
Blast.
That was fun. All right. We've got our victor, Keegan. You've got me, who threw away my best shot. We've got Sophie, who was on the Gemini zombies, and we've got Golden Nova, who stuck to his principles. We have 1 minute. Begin your voting. I really am going to be thinking about that Karibo play for the rest of the weekend.
No, it's tragic. It would have been so
Yeah,
cool.
no.
Like, listen, all I'm saying, if you made that Karibo play, this would have been a 100% people's choice vote.
I appreciate the 2 people who have voted for me.
And, you know, I also appreciate the 2 sluts for Sophie coming through. But yeah, they were the correct choice here.
Yeah, was it ever going to be any question that Golden Nova was the winner of the People's Duelist? Golden Nova, congratulations on sticking to your principles. This was a dark episode in more ways than one.
When you duel with your heart, you never lose. The People's Choice Award. I just want to make sure that's very a specific writer on that.
Post-match recap. I was not expecting everyone to bring zombies. I was not expecting it to be a zombie week. Of course, Golden Nova had to mix things up with the Gladiator Beast, and I do applaud his valiance. Valiance, is that the right word? Valiant efforts, you guys know what I'm saying. I did, of course, end up bringing Telekinetic Powerwell. It did end up, of course, not being legal. A little bit of a mistake on my end. But if you want to play this week's deck lists, if you want to recreate this format with your friends, I'd say go with the Heavy Storm just to beat out some of the back row that could definitely be a problem. I think this is one of the more powerful weeks we've had. This is definitely one of the more sacky weeks we've had with a lot of one-ups that could totally alter the course of things. But overall, it's still a blast. I think this is a great time. Painful Choice is one of my favorite cards ever printed, and getting to play with it just makes me a happy camper. In any case, see you guys in the next week. Don't forget to leave a like for RJ. Don't forget to subscribe, because my man's out here doing the most. Peace out, everyone.
Now, you might think that after my performance today, I'd have a negative feeling towards this format, but actually it was really sick to see how it all played out. Obviously, I wasn't really set up for success here. I wanted to see if Gladiator Beasts could stand up to that kind of power scaling, but it turns out when decks are dropping gigantic synchros out of nowhere, it's kind of hard to have a profitable battle phase. Now, this isn't the most diverse format that we've had so far, clearly. There was only one correct choice here, if you are looking to win. But if you're not looking to have a wide variety of decks to play, and rather wanting to see who in a pool of people handles long strings of combo the best, this might be the format that does it. So yeah, this format gets a solid group of competitive players trying to outplay each other out of 5, and I can't wait to see what the wheel spins next.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad I managed to win a game with this, but that just felt kinda bad bullying Nova. All in all, like, this deck is cool, but it really is just clearly the zombie strategy, but worse. And the payoff of the infinite card of safe return chaos is cool, but is really too consistent to ever come up. I think that really is the problem with this wave motion format. There just aren't enough fun, viable decks you can play. Zombies are good, Lightsworns are good, but what else really is there? As I think we saw today, Gladiator Beasts cannot keep up with the top decks. Teledad is just a zombie deck without access to Malicious, and everything else we could have available is just missing a few cards, right? If we had a couple more frogs, some kind of frog knot could be viable. A couple more battery men, and that deck could be good. But now all we have is, like, zombies versus Lightsworn, with maybe a splash of macro stun bullshit, if you wanna get a little spicy. So, you know, I don't think this wave motion format is as fun as the other ones we've had, but on the other hand, resolving painful choice in the equivalent of the year 2011 is very, very funny. So, that is that. Hopefully next time we'll have a little bit more spicy stuff I can play.
So we're just not gonna talk about that ever again, right? We're just gonna forget that happened, that Light of Destruction was a nightmare, a figment of our imagination, a hallucinatory representation about our deepest fears of this format turning out awfully. Man, I saw a core set and I was excited. I thought we were going to get all sorts of cool things. We had macro, we had zombies, we had Lightsworns, we had dark counterpart decks, and we all came to the same undead conclusion. And I didn't even get to show off my coolest bit of spice because I activated Allure of Darkness. And when I had the choice between Mystic Tomato, a dead Ryukoki, and a Karibo, I thought Ryukoki was an earth monster. After all of the discussion of attributes of zombie monsters tonight, I looked at my hand, I saw Ryukoki, I thought it was Dark Dust Spirit, meaning it was an earth monster, and my options to banish were a Karibo or a Mystic Tomato, which would have left me with a dead hand. Man, if I was just... Oh, this format destroyed my brain so much, I was... Anyway, fortunately, we did get to see a little bit of the dark counterpart deck, and Sophie has a little bit of spice, read absolute jank, that she played a duel against me with, that we got to show off a little bit more of that dark counterpart power with. And if you want to check out that duel alongside some other extras, alongside early episodes of Sealed different show of Wave Motion Yu-Gi-Oh! Then go ahead and check out the Patreon and help support this channel to show off maybe some better formats. Let's just put this one behind us and call it a week. I promise next week is gonna be a bang.